was born in the UK, but my father was in the Air Force, so we moved around a lot, moved overseas. I grew up as an atheist. My whole family are atheists. I never knew anybody that was a Christian. Anybody that I was at school with, nobody ever talked about God, and I certainly didn't believe in God. I moved to South Africa when I was 19 and I met Ian. When he proposed to me, I decided that I wanted to get married in church. I've no idea why, but I did. And I found this church and it was a picture postcard and I started going to church. And it was an Anglican church, very traditional, and I loved it. And I didn't understand anything that was going on because I'd never read the Bible, I didn't know what they were saying, but I felt a peace about going there. And I would continue to go weekly. Then when we moved to Saudi Arabia, of course there's no church there. And I just carried on with life. I had my daughter. And then we moved to New Zealand. And shortly when we arrived in New Zealand, and our marriage, it ended, really. We separated. And this went on for about 7 months. Ian moved out. And during that time, my hairdresser, she went to City Impact. And she was talking to me about her kids, her girls, that were very much involved in youth and what have you. And I thought, you know what? I actually really want that for Holly. I want it for my daughter. Sorry. No, I just wanted, because she was being bullied, and I wanted her to have a connection. And I also wanted her to have the choice that I never had. I took Holly to City Impact. And I sat in the cafe, I was watching the service on the TV screen, and Holly went into kids' church. Holly came out absolutely buzzing. She loved it, and she made me promise that I'd take her back the following week, and I would continue to take Holly to church, and I would continue to sit in the cafe while she was in there. And eventually I went in, and at the end of each service there'd be an altar call, and I never would put my hand up. But after about 3 months I was ready, and it was the day I put my hand up and accepted Jesus as my saviour. It was incredible. I felt so happy. I had a massive beam on my face. I just wanted to tell everybody that my life had changed. When I became a Christian, suddenly I fell in love with my husband. I don't know the day it happened. I don't know how it happened. I just know that suddenly I loved him. And I honestly didn't think that that would come back again, that spark that we'd already had. But it did. And it's never gone. It's never gone since I've become a Christian. Being an atheist, I have learned that actually atheism is a religion, because it's a belief system. And people now will say to me, but you know, you're an intelligent woman, you know, why do you believe in God? Why do you believe that there's a bigger creator than the Big Bang? And I look at them and I think, gosh, but you're intelligent as well. Why would you think otherwise? So my whole ideas have completely reversed. And now I just think, gosh, how could I, for 38 years of my life, live in a lie? I just can't imagine ever turning my back on Jesus.